She's the unmistakable Pamela Anderson. A model and actress, Anderson has been making big waves since her career took off in 1989. Never afraid of a bit of controversy, the playmate-turned-actress is well known for her personal life, just as much as her career. So let's take a look at her stunning transformation. Traumatic childhood. Anderson was born on July 1, 1967 in British Columbia, Canada, and those early years were tough. She revealed some of her childhood struggles in a speech at the Cannes Film Festival in 2014.
I did not have an easy childhood. Despite loving parents, I was molested from age 6 to 10 by my female babysitter.
The actress went on to reveal that she was raped by a 25-year-old man when she was just 12 years old. Anderson continued, "Sometimes when you smile, it's not because you're happy, it's because you're strong." However, Anderson managed to overcome her assaults and take her life and career into her own hands, with a little help from the Jumbotron. Playboy's It Girl. Anderson was discovered just like you see it in the movies. Girl goes to football game, appears on Jumbotron, and lands a modeling contract. This led to beer advertisements and later Playboy in 1989.
I did Playboy out of spite, out of total spite. My boyfriend told me I couldn't, so I said, I'm going to, see you later.
But the 22-year-old Canadian was cautious about moving to Los Angeles. She told Elle, "I thought they were going to take me to the mansion and throw me in a pit with mud and oil, and I was going to have to fight someone." She felt differently when she arrived in Hollywood, saying, "I found the coolest place on earth. I just felt like I fit in." Baywatch Bay. When she describes how she landed her role on Home Improvement, Anderson says, "I didn't even audition." And when it came to her biggest role, playing CJ Walker on Baywatch, she says, "They were just like, 'Are you Pamela Anderson? You have the job.'" When asked later by Harper's Bazaar about patrolling the beach in a swimsuit every day, Anderson said, "I was really comfortable in my skin and I didn't care so much. I never thought I was a great-looking person or a great-looking woman."
Stressful job, running on the beach, playing with all these, gorgeous men every day, and it's a tough job. Someone's got to do it, though.
Crazy in love. Anderson's personal life is just as famous as her professional one, but things really sizzled in 1995, according to Billboard, when the 27-year-old married Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee, after knowing him for 4 days. The couple split 3 years later. Anderson told Elle magazine, "There was all this hype and we were running around in rubber outfits and he's puffing my dress with cigarettes and I get pregnant and then I had a baby and then all of a sudden he wasn't paying attention and it became this crazy thing that blew up."
I was a big fan of your Tommy Lee sex tape.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
It's fantastic.
Hot mama. Wanting to do right by the 2 children she had with her ex, Lee, Anderson explained some of her career choices to Contributor magazine. "I didn't really take too many acting jobs after I had babies. I thought, how can I sustain myself by doing as little as possible, but not taking jobs for purely money and be able to have a meaningful life?" The 31-year-old single mom said, "My most important job was to look after my children and to be there for them. I always tell my kids the universe validates good decisions. If you are doing your part, you'll be okay. But you do have to do as much as you can every day."
But, they're genetically loaded, so the perfect gentleman considering the gene pool.
Brush with death. In 2001, Anderson was diagnosed with hepatitis C, claiming she got it from Lee after they shared a tattoo needle while on vacation. When she asked how she could get rid of it, her doctor replied, "You can't. This is what you're going to die from." At the time, Anderson was in the middle of filming her show VIP and wasn't sure what would come next. Lee had never told her he had it.
I just think looking back that I maybe was a little more reckless than I would have been. I think it's always a kind of a hanging over your head.
Years later in 2015, Anderson shared with People that she is now cured of the virus, saying, "It really hasn't even hit me yet, but it's exciting because now I get 20 years back on my life." Rockin' relationship. Anderson fell for yet another rock star, Kid Rock.
You never met a mother quite like me. Hey, like me.
They were on and off for many years until they married and divorced in 2006. The star opened up to Elle about her relationship, saying, "The rock star thing became very destructive. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of became that thing. The hair, that rock star kind of lifestyle, just living a dream. It kind of took over. It started out very innocent and then I turned into a cartoon character, and I started to feel like a cartoon character."
I don't have a problem with that.
She continued, saying, "I want to be married and have a traditional committed relationship for my kids. I don't want any more wild and crazy. I don't want any more silly. I want something real." Paying it forward. Throughout recent years, Anderson has gotten serious about supporting organizations and causes she believes in. She says, "Activism is sexy. I've always loved animals. I had an affinity with them from a very early age. Now I'm the chair of the board of directors at Sea Shepherd. I'm on the board of directors for PETA, and I'm on the Russian Council of IFAW. They're really big parts of my life."
Don't go to SeaWorld, that's what I'm saying.
Dancing Queen. In recent years, the star hit the reality circuit, including Big Brother Australia, Dancing with the Stars, and Dancing on Ice. And after competing on Dancing with the Stars in 2010, she loved it so much she came back in 2012.
Can I ask if this was a hard decision to join Dancing with the Stars again?
No.
No, you wanted,
I love
you were
it.
excited.
I love it. Yeah, because I want to learn everything I can. I mean, dancing is really great. I like to use my body.
Fans were stunned that the Baywatch beauty could dance. Anderson told The Guardian, "It's much easier to have nothing to live up to. You surprise people when you form a full sentence." The next act. Anderson reflected on what's next, telling W Magazine, "What's your purpose now? You've raised your kids and now they think you're a little crazy because you're trying to do all these self-help things. You become distant from everybody. You're searching for answers." But the bombshell mother of two will certainly find new ways to channel her signature spirit. She told Harper's Bazaar, "Just because I've been on Baywatch and in Playboy doesn't mean I don't have a heart, soul, and brain. Yep, there's no doubt. This brassy beauty is just revving her engine."
I gotta run. It's kind of my thing.
Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out this other cool stuff we know you'll love too.